much needed and much welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Second and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Isaiah Simmons.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Here's Mostert. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
At line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run in Mostert. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Check, 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 check.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Cardinals 6. Gold to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Murray now. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Number 31, Raheem Mostert.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Garoppolo. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On second down, it's Drake. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Down, Arizona.
Murray now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Niners 7, Cardinals 6.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check 15. Check 15. Big Ace. 59. Bound to lose one. 59.
Now Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
11.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And Deebo Samuel's another one of those young receivers that not only looks like a running back, but plays like one after the catch. And he had one of the best seasons among 2019's rookie receivers. Just over 800 yards receiving, but by the time the playoffs hit, he'd become WR1 for the 49ers. And now with the departure of Emmanuel Sanders, that should give him even more looks. Look for him to catch the ball downfield and also take it out of the backfield.
For Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Patrick Peterson.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Again looking for Samuel, this time the catch made. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 39 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Murray a give. This is Drake. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Drake, the ball carrier.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
21-yard
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Drake. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And all the way down to the 37.
Complete.
A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 42 yards. First down, Murray. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked by Marcel Harris. He's at the 30. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown.
That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. They've allowed them to disrupt the play.
On second down, it's Drake. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Niners.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, he'll find the tight end Sullivan complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Sullivan.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Push it back. Push it back. 57.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Going deep for Hopkins. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 39.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The ball carrier.
2nd and 9.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Complete to
Stephon Sullivan with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And he's given his guys a shot from late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running for the shotgun with Dre. And he stopped immediately there. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting...
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Richard Sherman, a Pro Bowler a year ago, had a pick-6 in the season opener last season against Tampa Bay. And he delivers again with a return for a touchdown on that play. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Niners 28, Cardinals 13. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line. So the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start the drive with Dre. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
He was tackled.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, 52 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. This one caught by Isabella. Room here to run. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Up 2nd and 3.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 35-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cardinals' 35-yard line.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Samuel. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
A gain of 7.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Go ahead. Watch that in,
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Offensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor, he's got it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
1-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. That would give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Murray. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
Now a handoff for Drake. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
2 yards.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 49ers' 49-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll start on the ground with Mostert, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
That is on 5 yards.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
For the extra point.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
44-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
4th down and 1.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
48, mark. Check 48's the mark. 13.
They'll try it now with Mostert, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
To throw is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Intended for Trent.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go.
And they will take a knee here.
Garoppolo on the keeper.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould.
For the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Cardinals.
A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Niners, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.